It's a photo for my crabber, Better News TV. So you best also subscribe to Better News TV. I'll make sure so best subscribe, no like, no share, no turn on notification bell. So I did be a bear. So to me, I can somebody I walk highway in so. And some I walk highways, no so. And some I be their brother some and trust some. I bind be Eden and I bind Ben, you can want some. MPP for there's some analysis be a cost. HSA, this analysis was made from 1992 to 2020. The analysis Porszádo election time omu bubigum pa okrom hanum say from voter and its original basis. And could you believe, say, upon the analysis that were made, MPP 4 year nipa bia na say omo ye party bia omu bu wana say omu bugum pa when it comes to election. Say ye to aba omu ye obi say president omo omo candidate no mo na basa ye to aba as president no omu hwia papa. And there was a full evidence ewo video yimu a oba behwe eche say Akufo-Addo aban anasa Akufo-Addo president obedi yen ni nyina ye Asante region na Asante region na ewo omu ye ntugum papa entugum papa and way na analysis na eka na ensem bi eka ho mepe so obeka me ho ne enkotie na afi we de MPP we don't need them again because even at the election na ye kokoche ya adweno omu sane etuogu ye so kiki all because of there was a misunderstanding. And omu kunye so omu kunye omu yanko tie ne ba dia kabia no ele be so.
Now mama yanko back to the basics ne yanhwe sa ahunafo ne tugum anase asantefo ne tugum. Let's go and look at the numbers from 1992 to 2020. Na yanhwe numbers no ne yanhwe se ahunafo ne tugum. Naba omiaka bibi say the sudden rise or the sudden increase in the voter numbers and so we are going to look and we are going to ask questions. Now let me show you this. This is a year NDC voter region from 1992 Tuaba. Pay attention to the numbers. 1992 Ghana Tuaba. 1992 na John Rawlings and a president. Aba JJ Rawlings enyan wo voter region na 446,000 in the voter region. 1992 yanhwe sa unafone number no akọ crazy. Remember Baumia analysis no oye free 2008 to 2012, right? We will get there. But I don't want us to stick to only 2008 and 2012. I want us to stick to from the beginning to the end. Senebe obi abehu nipa omu wi abanim. Omu tugum. Omu di Ghana bro. Enti ya anya smart as Ghanaians. Enya ma MPP 4 we e share ba omiechi o tribe and omu seti ye nyina adwene kosi ahonafo so. Na ya nhwe statistics no. So obi se we ye meboa onkofa ne de mbra. 1992 JJ Rawlings nya 446,000 our voter region. 1996 JJ Rawlings enya 690,000 our voter region NDC. 2000 NDC enya 505,000. The first one was 400. The 96 omu jump about 690. Into calculatia it was close to 100,000. Now about 2000 NDC number saso 100,000 and almost about 500,000. Where your NDC voter region. About 2004 NDC SN 100,000 saka home approximate. About 619 from 505 because NDC in 1996 code 690 drop it by 2,500. In 2004 NDC enya 619,000 of voter region. Show me numbers it stays within 50,000, 100,000. So omunya plus it stays within 100. Omunya minus it stays within 100. In 2008 NDC nya 568 so far. The highest NDC nya under NDC government of water region no is 690,000. In 2004, NDC started dropping by 619,000. So still, for about 12 years, NDC and crosses 600,000 of water region. For about 12 years, to cross here. Now in 2004, 619. 2008, NDC started dropping of water region. 548,000. NDC is still not able to cross even 600. And you can see, say, NDC plus 100 or minus 100. To be move over 700,000. They stay at 600 or 500 or 400. 600, 500, 400. 400, 500, 600. They cannot even cross 600,000. And it's getting to about 12 years, 16 years. 2012, about Omiya press conference, no. Now NDC onya 600 and 548, no. What drop, what back 579 cent of the count or the less than 50,000 account. From 2008 to 2012, no. 2012, NDC made 579,000. Ochaki 2008 no to 2000. I say NDC bear less than 50,000 account vote, no. And about Omiya press conference. And then about my press conference say NDC if we say we're moving from 548 to 579 into a VM. So the NDC MPP had a press conference. But Omiaka Chagani and say because Togo ya border town, no, I want to phone it to Gum. I want to phone it to Gum, so I'm going to import do 600,000. It is all calculated from 1992 all the way to 2012. NDC to me make over 120,000 plus and kind of numbers on. And we are talking from 92 to 2012. We are talking about how many years? 4. How many years are we talking about? NDC to me and making 700,000. Now, Brad, 2016, NDC start dropping here to 493,000. So it means that NDC in the Volta region, stronghold, they have not been even able to cross their 600,000. It has always stayed there. 2020, John Mahama moving to cost 606,000. Still, it could not beat 1996 of 690,000. So it means that NDC for numbers of Volta region, it is within 600,000. The best they can do, ABN and saying and a new register, no, new people have come on board, more register, and maybe to cross 700, 800. But as we speak, 2020, John Mahama went to BT 1996 NDC. And remember, from 96 to now, water region for Monwo. Saturday will be the 10 years I will be saying. Water region for a man for migrating by water region. So water region for some migrating ko baby. I'm migrating ko baby. Some that want to Abama NDC. And you'll be on migrating free water region be to my NDC. And then you'll be on migrating free water region be to my MPP. Into migration does not count here. Into 2020, no. So when you look at the numbers, the NPP set the Voltarians up, and we all soaked it. And you did here, and I say, hey, in Kofuwi. 400, 690, 500, 600. They stayed within that. And so, 2012, 2008, 2012, now Baumia Kasano press conference, no, it was just 31,000 difference. And Baumia said Togo for 76,000. Remember, Mahmoud Baumia and calculation, no, or Sinomaya only 10% of the research. Now, 76,000 people have crossed Togo to vote in the Volta region. And so, check it, the difference between 2008 and 2012, just 31,000. Inti Diana Mahmoud Baumia Ekano. Na scientific basis fact ben the territoire. Na omudijina to say is no anything and changing register no. They wanted to nullify Volta region. And omude Baumia and nullify Volta region. Now, you say NDC phone NDC no me Voltarians na awunafordia numbers omunya eni. The difference is NDC they stayed within plus 100 or minus 100. That's it. Now, 92, 96, 2000. And remember, years when you know, just 3 years interval. 1992 to 1996. So, because of 4 years. But politically, about 2.5 years, 3 years. Now, Yanko Ashanti region. From 92 to 2020. Now, Yanshadi do Ashanti region. Now, Okay, so in 2020, my team, they are telling me in 2020, OT region wasn't part of the Volta region. Into 606,000, OT was not part of the numbers. Let's clarify this. Into about 2020, thank you, Mr. S, Mr. P. 2020, OT wasn't part of it. Into only 606,000 because the Kufuor mobile number sabeti OT every Volta region. Now, let's go to the Ashanti region. Now, from 1992, NPP in the Ashanti region. Yanko NPP in the Ashanti region. Near fan compare NDC in the Volta region. So be a stronghold. Near share how the increase is. Why am I numbers no? Make sense in the make sense. 1992 NPP enya 431,000. 1996 number ni jampi from 431,000 to 827,000. 1,000% increment. In 1992, NPP in the Ashanti region enya 431,000. In less than 4 years, NPP numbers no double ye equal 827,000. 1,000% increment. Hey, interesting, right? Okay. Now let's move forward. In 1996, the NPP number moved up to 950,000 from 400 to 2,900. So we calculate here, almost about 500,000. So remember, I'll compare NDC and NPP. Now you see how it jumped. It jumped from 400 straight to 800 in the next elections. Then in the next elections, it go up to 950. So we check here, 130,000. I'm do 2,000 and 1996 and a become 430,000 and a become. Now over 2,000, I'm about 950,000. Now 2004, from 950,000, I'm the 130,000 account. I'm about 2004, I'm about 1.4 million. Interesting, right? Suddenly, the number is coming in 300,000, 400,000. You're asking, I want a foreign money stay within 50 to 60 to 100. I move from 92 to 2020. I want a foreign money stay within a certain range between 400 and 600. It never changed. NPP from 1992 to 2004. Now I'm number I jump in an average of 150,000 to 200,000. 100%. How? 2 minutes be Ashanti for one and our people in the Ashanti region almost and every 2 minutes be an obedi 18 years. Okay. You go to 2008. Now I feel no more change about the 1.2. They lost only 200,000 votes. 2008 they lost only 200 votes. 200,000 votes. Now over 2012 from 1.2 it jumped to 1.5, almost at the 300,000 votes ever count within 3 years. It's the same as Ashanti region. And it's a minya abutramwa tia said the air koso. So per region or Ghana, you will be a region. So automatically, you know, from 1.2 in 2008, you know, about 2012, their numbers automatically send a back almost 300,000 and over and the back in less than 3 years. The number is tripling. And when a foreign number stayed within its own 400 to 600, it didn't go anywhere. You started from 400, you do 2012, you do 1.5 million. Now you saw about 2016, I start jump another 100,000, about 1.6 million. About 2020, I jump about 1.7 million. So it is looking like Ashanti region, there every month, 2 weeks will be now almost 18. A month for migrating, no, be a bad no trauma MPP. Because when you bring the migration issue, over to make that statement, oh, Ashanti region is a cosmopolitan region. People move in there. I want to ask, into when people move in there, does it mean so Obi or move to Ashanti region be a trauma MPP? Let's say that Ashanti region, cosmopolitan, migration, urban and their migration, does it mean every single person who enters the Ashanti region votes for the NPP? No. Does it mean say a Volta region omo mo no omo ntukwan 600 no mo na omo na wa from 1992 to 2020 omo de omo ko bebia nti omo de omo nwo ebi nwu bebia omo ja Ashanti region omo nwu obi amfrim de bia. How can you tell me this and say the rigging is not actually coming from Ashanti region? Now if you want reality no into election do that's almost a soldier for go Volta region. The soldiers are supposed to be made to go to the Ashanti region. You start from 431, you jump to 827, you jump to 950, you go to 1.4. So the strategy was that yen two rollings, and I am making sure say ya suppress ya one for no, and then mama ba umia be a press conference catch them say nipa 76,000 every Togo aba, and you will say a man for the dinner mu church and a bibu cry male as or female. We will come to that matter. Now when Ashanti for the numbers no, now when Ashanti region MPP numbers no, now you see what is happening in the Ashanti region. It is basically rigging. Now say oh yeah. Who decided to put side by side MPP and NDC? Where do you see? Oh, yeah. Yes. 1992, NDC nya 446, NPP nya 431. 1996, NDC nya 690, NPP nya 827. Do the calculation and see. Fatoto. 2000, the year 2000, NDC were Volta region to Ashanti region. NDC then a Volta region numbers. MPP then a Ashanti region numbers. Now, Fatu to 1992, 446 against 431. They were all in the same range. Over 1996, NDC, Volta region, 690, NPP, 827 in the Ashanti region. Over 2000, NDC, Volta region, 505 votes, 5,000. NDC jumped to 9, MPP jumped to 950. In the 950,000 in the Ashanti region from 800. So what you are seeing here, and this is the end of Volta region numbers from 92 to 2020, and now what you are seeing there, MPP numbers from 92 to 2020, Ashanti region. So we are comparing their two strongholds. Near share the leap between their numbers. Near share the power, the numbers near absurd. Ojunu wa want to see. And then who hano into when this is numbers from 1992 to 2020 from the Volta region. And NPP the numbers from free the 1992 to 2020 from the Ashanti region. You compare almost strongholds. No difference. No the ecoso Ghana. And nothing about me, I catch him say, I want to follow Togo for net to bois or be free Togo to about Auna. Nobody from Togo votes in the Volta region. Rather, in the Ashanti region, that is where the stuffing happens. A honor in 2000, NDC in the Volta region, they made 505,000 votes. NPP in the Ashanti region, they made 950,000. Now, here jump, here between the numbers, 2008. NDC in the Volta region, from 619, they came to 548,000. Their numbers dropped. NPP in the Ashanti region, from 1.4 million, do 1.2 million. Our numbers, a shooting from 950,000 within 3 years to 1.4 million, and then within another 3 years, 2 million be right. Who will be a coy? Then you come to 2012. NDC for the election year before, we have 548. 2012, we have 579 in the Volta region. NPP, the previous year, that is 2008, on your 1.2 million. In a space of 2.5 years to 3 years, or jumping from 1.2 in the Ashanti region to 1.5 million. 300,000 in 3 years. Into every year, Biano, na NPP nya 100,000 votes to Ashanti region. Every year. Into every year, Biano, Nipa omo Ashanti region, omo wama, omo nyina 18 etuminya 100,000. Then in 2012, NDC nya 579,000 of Volta region. When they came to 2016, their numbers dropped further to 493,000. 2016, NDC could not move. NPP in Ashanti region in 2012 omunya 1.5 no omuba 2016 omunya 1.6 omsade anana 100,000 ka ho. Every year the NPP numbers grows in the Ashanti region. Omega so migration is a cosmopolitan town. The issue is so Obia migrate to Ashanti region. Doesn't mean everybody migrating their vote for the MPP. No. Ashanti region Obia meboa. Ashanti region at the end of the day, no, you need a day. Oman Tuaba. Ashanti region there is basically every day growing, and everybody who enters Ashanti region does what? Vote for the NPP. That is their defense. I am letting you understand Kronoa MPP for Kronoa muchato NDC for so and the omuda hudi ye juma into election dua no masesa soja for akogwa na memu na omugu asanti memu no muwiemu over 2016 493 NDC about munyaya no. In 2020 the comeback of John Mahama after omuyi otifrimu and NDC to minya 606,000 of voter region almost stronghold into show number now is still within number 10,000 plus 100 manos. NPP said another 100,000 in the Ashanti region in 2020, almost 1.7 million. So every year in our history, NPP, our Ashanti region, either they make 300,000 more, 200,000 more, or 100,000 more. Every election year in the voter region, NDC, either they drop 100,000 or they add 100,000, or they actually stay within 30,000. Who is rigging? Where are we supposed to be asking the question? Now we see Busa Ashanti for. Why in a dawa always saw Kramaya every 2 minutes be all you 2 million 100,000 within a year. So clearly, the Ashanti region, they are stuffing their boxes. Every election year, the Ababe 500,000 see what normally ream. That's all that they do. Every election year. They steal the elections. That is what they do. And the MPP be win election bia idea way no more they stuff the boxes. They stuff it. And it's an NPP for only omoka so ye be win ye nim ye be wiemu omuni message omuni anything. All that they do and they say omu wia abanim omu twagum ahemfo ni nyina nim. Me say ahemforo mo asantime mo nyina nim say election day omo boa am ye twa abagum. And that is what we have been sitting with till now. Election be do pe ni asesa soja for akogwa wonafo no so stay there, don't go, you are bad people. Mu Togo for you be bumokumo you say Western Togoland na kanda pa kwase ampe you know asesa soja for go dey body patuo na asantime mu ye wiem ahemfo nyina ye moderators oh mo fanfa ha oh mo ko park no ha ohini we ahemfie we dem fangua na ye wiem ene na dia bedru hande. These are the numbers. Do your calculation. How can one region every year 200,000 people have to be part of the registration? How? Now, Ashanti region, any Greater Accra region, you can't population, the two regions, they are populous, Greater Accra region. In Tisanke, you can see a copy, you compare Greater Accra to Ashanti region. I will say Greater Accra numbers, Ashanti region numbers, and I will say Greater Accra put any better numbers than Ashanti region. And so, as we speak, when it comes to comparing Greater Accra to the Ashanti region, Ashanti region every year they make 100 or 200,000, but there are more people moving into Greater Accra than Ashanti region. So a dear Ashanti region, every year they make over 300,000 people in the ballot. It is because they rake omu. Me say, as far as our Ashanti memu nkyerɛ sɛ Asantefo na dɔɔso ɛyɛ kura nipa bebree gu mɛnita ɔba nkran a no party can say sa nkran yɛ ne dia if so ɔmo mo nkran no they know say ɔmo beto on issues ɔba Asante memu a ɔmo nya Asantefo no decide so beto etia MPP will not come to power again. Me na make catch because it is all got to do with rigging and stuffing. A ballot no almost sagum every day almost sagum because dream say they also court. That is the idea behind MPP. So this is what the NDC needs to do. They need to choke the MPP in the Ashanti region. They need to make sure that whatever they can do, because from these statistics and these numbers, clearly, what Bodam Club owns the MPP for we are Benin Ashanti region. In Ghana, in the 16 regions, they are not favorites. Obi ampe omasem because omu yimu, because omu Ghana for, because omu so be a Jimmy. And anytime I see me who I want near or the MPP chair, I say reason is saying. What is your reason? again MPP I am because I'm going to the MPP I am or the MPP, you know, I will respect that until you prove to me say MPP I say I'm on a 4. But when to men prove we are kwasia. Wait, Jimmy, you are not supposed to be considered as human because partner with the channel a dear emphasis for yourself and your people. So realistically, from what I am showing you today, no, NPP is relying on rigging election 2024 at Ashanti region. So man ya Ashanti region but almost 2 million. I'm telling you. Me say right now no adwena ma fa ne say ombeka chem say yenya 2 million mo pa mo court rigging and it's election 2020 when in the Ashanti region we saw all these things here who's anyama we.
Wow, here ballot papers here. I'm for plenty. I be to go as say omo tintimu na nado. Wow, papers ni na ya na nado. Nini na nado no mo tintintintin. Yankopon ama mo kwanti. Omo ntimi anko ampa anko akoguma nria yen. Wow, papers we nyina ya de tintim ama na nado. Ye book ba kunu ya. Nini na ya tintim na nado. Nini na book ba kohwe. Sibi o mo se tintim nini na ya tintim ama na nado. Wa mo hwe. Nini na eguemu no maba bi tuogu. Electoral Commission stamp nyina wo akire nyina matuo mode aba akopa ma mo kwan nyina yatintin amana nado wa hwe ne mu ye ntieye amafa so de awie NDCC eye wa hwe nyina hwe buku bebrebe akopon ana achemo akopon ana achemo hwe ne gugu hanum bebrebe shahanyina yebia nyina yatintim na nado de nyina yatintim nyina re buku ba kunwa esibi esitie nyina yatintim ama na nado ko mo de kwa kogum nyina nyankopon achiwo mo o ma ntimi afa ngum nyina re adwuma o ma ye Mudi gumu nyina amponya mayo mudi gumu nyina we ya tintin nyina o matintin mama na nado wa we nyina o matintin nyina tintin nyina o hwe chire so a Electoral Commission stamp nyina wo chire tintin nyina na wo hono no baahwe no moye tieye kokon na achiwo mo no baahwa no moye we nyina egu nyina matinti mama na nado nyina ile gungure mu hano nyina aso yasamfo aduam ti no e wo se wo hu se MP ne mu bi lawyer wo su o se wo ne mu bi Unimubi pa ono akasa de ni de watimi de agum na ado de ndi wantimi afa ngum nyina yatintim buku baako itintim na ado ni ko baako nsa yako ye ohuni nyina.
These are some of the things that NDC for gather on the courts. And Justice Tokonu. Omutina court can say there's no case. So the elections now kono. And Mahama Kayano, don't think about Supreme Court. If you're a Ghanaian now but save Ghana, do not think about Supreme Court because they are parts of the corruption. We need to win the elections from the ground. Ya chiso obi tintima ya nheno ya ntwaja nto ne mu se obi ehye baby tintim tomprete na wo che na body to twene body kuno because when you rely on the police you waste your time ombesa be bom tuo When you rely on Dampare or Bemama Bobutuo because we were here and election day, Ghana for Ecos Omo Koshes be a Kayaba, Dampare ne Ghana military for my order, Emir Sanija, Egu Ghana for so. Until election 2024, no, men kasa way a penya kasa, where say, Sir Unse Obi, Esse, a dime bimu, a tom print, body to training, Fasi kanchi chanukuno, because why nya, Sadiana or yeno, and they didn't talk about Mawabewu. I'm telling you, Sir Obi Staffe Abba. Obi staff box. Now tnaga se we dey amfa me ho a. Se entianse amba na gidigidiba oba na yebetwaniti. It is better you stop the canker there. Into ko che se chairman untumi agada boys a good damn egu hotel. E wo se ubo mutuo ututwa mo sanam. Because one kase on sorry munyina mo so a. Sa abo anokọ oba be gina wo so akun.